I need people who are high net worth to support the generous social programs that we want to have in our state. Right? Now, there are some patriotic millionaires who stepped up. Okay, cut me the checks. I mean, just if you want to be supportive, but maybe the first step should be go down to Palm Beach and see who you can bring back home, because our tax base has been eroded.
Well, she's the reason why it's been eroded. I mean, clearly, wasn't it just a few years ago, Kathy, that you had this to say to the Republicans here in New York?
And we're here to say that the era of Trump and Zeldin and Molinaro, just jump on a bus and head down to Florida where you belong, okay? Get out of town. Get out of town. Because you don't represent our values. You are not New Yorkers.
But the lib values aren't paying the bills, are they, Kathy? Don't you love it when karma works itself out? Joining me now to discuss is Nassau County Executive and New York gubernatorial candidate Bruce Blakeman. Thank you, sir, so much for joining us. Meantime, you have New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani. He's calling for even higher taxes. He's pushing for a huge spike in the death tax from 16% on $7 million properties to 50%, and he wants to decrease the property value to $750,000. So this guy basically wants to make people unable to afford to pay the death tax, so then that the government will seize the property. This is communism at work, folks. And if it can happen here in New York City, the financial capital of the world, what happens, Bruce, to the rest of the nation?
Well, Claudia, first of all, it's pathetic that Kathy is going down and asking Floridians to come back when it was her policies that drove them away. And now Comrade Kathy with Zohran Mamdani, the two of them are talking about various types of tax increases, and it's the tax mentality that drove people away in the first place. So he wants a death tax. He wants to lower the limit down to $750,000. Basically, if you own a home in Queens or Brooklyn or Staten Island, that your house is worth $750,000. Right. He wants to take wealth away from families. He wants to redistribute that wealth. It is pure socialism. It is communism. It's a redistribution of wealth. It's collectivism. It's all the things that have made other countries who had that form of economic policy poor and weak, and he wants to do that to our city, our state, and our country. And that's why we have to defeat Kathy Hochul, because she's in bed with Zohran Mamdani on all of these policies.
Right, and people need to understand this isn't just a New York City problem. This is a United States problem. And also, we're seeing it happening kind of roughly the same stuff in L.A. New York spending an astronomical amount of money on the homeless. We're talking $368 million just last year alone, yet we still have homeless people. Our tax dollars clearly being spent, and that's not the only, $80,000 per homeless person, all of this money going to all of these social services, and yet it's still the same. Everything stays the same. Is there corruption, you think, here in New York?
There's corruption. There's bad policies. We are the most overtaxed, overregulated state in the United States. We have a governor that is pro-criminal. Those are the reasons why people are moving to other states like Florida, Texas, South Carolina, North Carolina. And the fact of the matter is more people will move out. Businesses will move out. They will take jobs. We have to stop her policies. We have to stop Mamdani's policies. And that's why I'm running for governor, because we have to get back to economic development through capitalism, through creating prosperity, putting more money in people's pockets. We've got to get back to policies that protect victims and neighborhoods rather than make it easier for criminals to commit crimes.
And stop punishing success, incentivizing success. Utility costs. I live in Westchester County, about 20 miles outside of New York City. Our utility costs have skyrocketed. People want to blame the utility companies, but who is really to blame here, Bruce?
I will cut utility costs on the first day that I'm governor in half, because if you look at your electric bill, only 30% goes to energy. The rest goes to taxes, excessive delivery charges, and the green energy scam mandates. So you're paying for all these experiments with green energy that are lining the pockets of Kathy Hochul's contributors. They produce very little energy. I want to open up energy. I want to open the Marcellus Shale. We're sitting on one of the biggest natural gas reserves in the world, and we don't even drill. It's ridiculous. Our energy costs here are 50% higher than the average in all the states in the United States of America. We've got to get back to common sense principles. We've got to get back to creating economic development, cutting taxes, cutting utility costs, and common sense approach to government.
Common sense. That's it. Who would have thought, right, that would work? Common sense and capitalism. Sir, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck,
buddy.
sir.
Appreciate it.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.